Good morning. I'm so happy this morning that I just have to share this good news with everyone. As many of you know by now, I'm a visually impaired person. I have low vision in the OKU penglihatan category. I'm called a B3. So one of the issues I have is mydriasis, which is the permanent dilation of the pupils, which creates photophobia. Photophobia is a hypersensitivity to light. So I have to go outdoors everywhere wearing dark glasses. And one of the main issues is I can't read websites which do not support reader view on Safari. Reader view creates dark mode where the background is black and the text becomes white. To enable me to read the text. There are two websites in particular which previously I couldn't read until today, Newswave and Malaysia Kini, which do not support reader view. So when I see black text on white background, I just see white. The black text disappears because of my sensitivity to light. So it's very hard for me to use sunglasses to read text because number one, sunglasses is for prescription for long distance rather than reading. And also on phones and iPads, there are LCD panels and polarizing dark glasses won't work. Any case, what I discovered today, because my friend Prof. Krishnamurti had sent me an article on Newswave about him winning 4 awards. So I was determined to read the article. So normally I can't read Newswave articles because I just see white, can't see the black text on white background. So I was determined to read it. So somehow I played with the accessibility features on my iPad and discovered classic mode can change, classic and smart mode can change the view. Classic view and what do you call it? Smart view can change the background to black background on Newswave and Malaysia Kini as well. So I was able to read. So I'm so happy because, not being able to read is like, you live in what we call information desert. In fact, that's the reason why in 2013, most of the countries in the world created this treaty called the Marrakesh VIP Treaty. VIP stands for visually impaired person, to give us some rights, particularly exemption from copyright infringement. And we are able to import, export, distribute, modify, reformat, edit, and otherwise alter copyright material without permission from the copyright owner, without having to pay any compensation or anything. And Malaysia is a signatory to this treaty, and we amended our Copyright Act as well as our Printing Presses and Publications Act. And these amendments came into force on the 30th of June 2022. And since then, I'm legally allowed to give people copyrighted material. But if you're a recipient and you're not an OKU, you cannot pass on to other people. You can only keep it for your personal use, okay? So I've got hundreds of books archived, ebooks, which I can give people mostly on health and nutrition, but also on politics, geopolitics, democracy, green politics, environmentalism, sustainability, nutrition, mind science, medical textbooks, dental textbooks, nutrition textbooks, all sort of stuff. I've got thousands of books because I love to read. I'm one of those people who have a great respect for knowledge and love for knowledge. Because when I was small in 1970, I was reading the Straits Times, and they had an article about obituary of Lord Russell, Bertrand Russell, who was, the article says, a British mathematician and philosopher. And philosopher was a word I I wasn't familiar with as a child. So I looked it up in the OED, the Oxford English Dictionary, which we had a copy in my home library, and it says a philosopher is the one who practices philosophy. OED can be a bit circular, so I had to look up philosophy, and it says philosophy stands for the philos is love, Sophie is knowledge, or was it the other way around? Anyway, it's a love of knowledge. So I was told myself, wow, I could get into that. So ever since then, 1970, so 54 years ago, I've had a love for knowledge, okay? And yeah, philosophy has been a great influence on my life, And starting with Russell, of course, one of the first books I read from him is An Inquiry into Meaning and Truth, Why I'm Not a Christian. And he was also a pacifist. He went to jail during World War II because he opposed the war, starting a war with Hitler, with Germany. So that's one of the reasons I'm a pacifist also. So philosophy has been a great influence on my life. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I just want to share this great news about me being able to see more websites than I previously could, thanks to SmartView and Classic View on my iPad. And thanks also for all those who donated money so that I could buy this new iPad. Every day when I use the iPad, I think of you guys and the donations you made, and thank you and appreciate your gratitude, your kindness and generosity. I mean, gratitude and debt to all of you. I'm so happy that, you've able to make my life more meaningful and fulfilling. Thank you so much.